Semi sliding after second quarter results showed a double-digit drop in both EPS and revenue since the same quarter last year, also issuing lackluster guidance. Well, the street now looking ahead to the next chip bellwether, AMD, reporting after the bell tomorrow. Joining me now, Bernstein analyst Stacy Rasgon. Stacy, first big picture, what have we learned so far in the group from this earnings season? Obviously, NVIDIA is yet to come, but whether it's the durability of the AI data center bid or also the fortunes of the non-data center segment.
Yeah, we still have this bifurcation, which frankly has been going on for a while. The AI names look to be doing really well. The spending intentions, the CapEx, everything has been going up, up, up. Everything else in semis has frankly been kind of lackluster, right? I mean, and then there's been concerns, even where we have seen some strength, that maybe it could be pull forward in front of tariffs or anything else. And we've heard that dreaded P word, on a number of calls, frankly, and whenever we hear it, people tend to get a little nervous. PCs, like end demand for PCs has been relatively strong, but again, I think that pull forward is very real there. I think within the analogs, the auto and the industrial, like a lot of them are at least calling for a cyclical bottom and maybe for a return to growth and a recovery, but at the same time, you worry, like, is it sustainable? Is it anything more than just inventory filling? And again, is it being driven maybe by pre-purchases in front of tariffs? There's a lot of uncertainty out there. The AI, like spending, at least seems to be a little more certain at this point.
And when it comes to AMD, I mean, obviously most of the chip companies that can have tried to sort of recast themselves as those with leverage to the AI spending trend. I know it's had a great run in the stock, and maybe you think it's overdone since you're sort of at a hold on it. But what's the setup there? Yeah,
and again, I always cautious by saying, like, I tend to miss AMD on the upside anyways. It's not uncommon for me. The stock has been very strong. I kind of get it. I mean, again, they are levered in some sense to the AI trade. They do have products. There's some demand. Supposedly they're getting their China licenses back. Supposedly, if they do, that may drive some upside in the near term. And as I've said, you can kind of dream on AMD right now. Like, the real story for AMD's AI is actually next year. It's the MI450. That's their first rack scale offering. It's the first one that, at least on paper, gets them more competitive with NVIDIA. And it doesn't come for over a year. So, like, right now, it can be as big as you want. I'm starting to hear from investors some fairly, elevated expectations for AMD's AI trajectory into next year and the year beyond. And so we'll see if they can, support that or not once we get there. But, right now you've got time to sort of dream about it. And in the near term, I mean, like I said, they get some upside maybe from China. PCs look okay. They're still taking tons of share across, like, servers and things from AMD, from Intel, which helps to support. So I kind of get it. At the same time, though, I would say expectations, I think, just given the stock performance and some of our conversations, expectations have risen quite a bit. Like, they better do pretty well, like, when they report tomorrow.
If those dreams were to come true about AMD next year, does it come at the expense of NVIDIA or Broadcom, or just, are the numbers not big enough for that to happen? Because those stocks don't look like they're positioned for it.
The numbers probably aren't big enough. And frankly, that's also part of the AMD bull case, right? It's like AMD doesn't have to do $200 billion of AI revenue. Like, the bull case is something like, Lisa said it's a $500 billion TAM, and if they just get 5%,
right,
which would be $25 billion, I mean, that's enough. And for NVIDIA, that clearly wouldn't be nearly enough. But for AMD, for now, that would probably be fine.
Right.
Every $1 billion of AI revenue for them is roughly 25 cents in earnings. So you could get high earnings power if you think that they have line of sight to something like that. And frankly, right now, I don't think the AI market is mature or saturated. And again, the idea that there's enough to go around, it's not an implausible kind of thing to believe right now.
Yeah, considering NVIDIA revenue for next fiscal year is pegged at $250 billion.
Yeah.
So that's a big number. Stacy, thank you.